So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I thought this was kind of neat to do this because this is the first time purchasing Menards rolling stock, and I know a number of people have done reviews on their rolling stock, but this is my first time doing it. I thought I would do an unboxing and show you guys what I got. So I have the Menards station building here on my attic layout. But this is my first, these are my first pieces of rolling stock. And they pack these pretty good. You can see it says fragile on the outside of the box. They come in brown boxes. I thought they would come in plastic. Oh, here they are in plastic. So I got the Tide boxcar, and the reason why I bought this is because with me owning laundromats, I thought it would be kind of fun to have a Tide boxcar. So it's got the stickers on top. Tide boxcar. Milwaukee Road. Again, I think this is a cool scheme. I like the orange and the red with the symbols. Tricky opening this with scissors. And here's a Santa Fe, the black war bonnet paint scheme. It's kind of cool. So I got one more box to open. Okay, here's the second box. This is one of their 14-inch flat cars. I thought they were kind of nice. This is Santa Fe. It says on the side. And last but not least, I had to get this. I'm kind of a fan of Conrail. If you guys watch my reefer car video, you know I'm kind of a fan of Conrail. So when I saw this, I had to get this, one of their tank cars. So I'll go ahead and take these out of their plastic containers and put them on the layout, and we'll take a closer look at them. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit closer view of the cars that I got. I'm not really going to go into too much detail with all the box cars because they're all the same pretty much. Just the scheme is the scheme is different, the paint colors. But starting with the Santa Fe, the black war bonnet car, it's got some nice colors to it: the black, the yellow, and the red, with the war bonnet symbol. On the door, you see bill of lading right here. You've got the capacities for the car over here. And then you have some nice rivet detail here going down the side of the car. The ladder is not separately applied. It's molded into the side of the car. And, of course, the door's open. Okay, here's one end of the box car. It's got the white sign that says "Do Not Hump." It says steel wheels here, built 2020 by Menards. It's got the Santa Fe symbol up here. This is separately applied. The handbrake wheel is separately applied, and then you have the molded in ladder on the side over here. So this is identical to the other side. You've got the steel wheels built in 2020 by Menards, Do Not Hump, Santa Fe, and then the separately applied, not separately, it's molded in, the molded in ladder here. I wanted to talk a little bit about the underside of this box car. To start off, there's no uncoupling tab for this, for uncoupling the car. And what happens is you're supposed to use a magnet, you know, the uncoupling track, and it pulls this plate up and it opens the coupler. But there's no way to uncouple the car with your hand. There's no tab to push or pull. And then over here in the middle, one thing that I noticed after I put these on the track and I pushed them around the track a little bit, one thing that's a little bit doesn't quite fit with the track is that there's like a, for the detail underneath here, this thing hangs down. It must be the brake. It must be for the brake line, the pressure valve or something for the brakes. One of the details on the car. This little bottom part actually hits the top of the rail when it's going around a corner, and it kind of binds. I don't know if you can see that right here. There's a little piece of plastic that hangs down. I cut it off to make it so that it doesn't bind, but that's one thing you need to keep aware of if you buy these cars. I have Lionel Fast Track, so it's hitting the top of the rail when it goes around the corner. A little bit of an annoyance, but yeah, that's the back of the, that's the top, the bottom of the car. Okay, this is the Tide box car. This is a very bright car. It's like almost fluorescent. It really stands out. Same thing. It's got the Tide symbol over here. It's got the capacities and load limits over here. And the molded in ladder that's painted blue. And of course, the door is open. Okay, here's, I'm just going to show you one end of the car. You've got Do Not Hump, steel wheels, same thing, built 2020 by Menards. And then up here, I don't know if you can see in the very corner here, it has the little mini Tide symbol. It's very, very small in the corner. I thought that's interesting. And the separately applied brake wheel with the molded in ladder on the side. As far as paint schemes go, this is my favorite looking car. I love that look of the Milwaukee Railroad, the yellow and the red. I think I said maybe orange before, but it's actually red. And it's got the load limits on the left with the Milwaukee Road sign on the right. And it still has the same, you know, bill of lading on the door in the middle. And again, here's the end of the car. All the lettering is the same, but you've got the little Milwaukee lettering right here on the upper right-hand corner. Now going to the tank car, there's the this This car feels a lot lighter than the box cars. The trucks are different. They're not as heavy. I'll show you those in a minute. But you've got the metal ladder here in the middle with the metal railing down below. Nice graphics. You've got the capacities here on the left. And the infamous Conrail symbol on the right. This is a nice color blue car. On the end, you have it says Conrail capacity, 29,200 gallons. It says friction truck springs, which these trucks are not actually sprung. Built by Menards in 2020, and then it's got the hazard sign down here, the placard. And then you've got the metal railing here and the separately applied brake wheel. And quickly, this is just the other side. It's exactly the same, other it just doesn't have the brake wheel, and it doesn't have the there was some detail over here in the corner that isn't there on this side of the car. One thing that I noticed that was unique on each of these three cars, different cars, is that each truck was a little different. The tank car has the simplest truck in that there's really not a lot to it. It's just a plastic frame with metal wheels. And it could be the reason why this car is pretty light. But this car does have uncoupling tabs, unlike the box car, and you push it down and it pops it open. But it's a very simple truck. There's not a lot to it. Last but certainly not least is the 14-inch flat car. I got it in the Santa Fe scheme. It's got, on the left, it's got the unique number that they apply on the car. They say that every car has its own number. Then it says built in 2019 by Menards. And then it's got Santa Fe. And then it's got the capacities on the right. Now, this car does come with stakes that I didn't put on here. I kept them in the packaging. I just didn't feel like putting them on. There's stakes that go into the holes here. Okay, I wanted to show you guys the underside of the flat car. This plastic, it's almost like, I don't know if it's really plastic or if it's like a cardboard. It looks almost like a cardboard, but I'm not sure. This is a fairly light car. You could put your own load on it. Over here, I wanted to show you the trucks. Now this truck does have an uncoupling tab, but unlike the tank car, you slide it back to open it. There's a little tab right here. It springs back. And a little different than the box car and the tank car. But it's got, you know, their typical metal wheels here. Before I get started with the running session, I just wanted to show you guys the layout up here in the attic. It's hard to believe that a month and a half ago this was all decorated with the Christmas theme. It looks a lot different now. So this layout design, I actually came up with this layout design from there's a store on eBay called Hobby Speed that sells track plans. If you buy the group of tracks for the plan, you can make the actual track plan. And so I got this track design from Hobby Speed on eBay, and it's kind of cool. It goes around. You'll see in the video. It has to go around twice to make a complete loop. The only drawback with this layout design is right here. So because the train has to circle around and come back and cross back over, you can only make the train as long to be able to fit around this circle. So you're limited to how long you can make trains. So I don't know how long I'm going to have this layout. Just, you know, again, this attic layout, it's nice. I can change it around whenever I want. And, you know, just have fun with it. So without further ado, we will get started with the running session. So if you guys are familiar with my earlier videos, you'll be familiar with these F3s. These are the Line Chief 2.0 F3s. I brought these home and I've been running them on the attic layout. So here we go. guys enjoyed that little review. Just a couple of final thoughts that I have on these cars. They're nice cars. Just a couple things to be aware of. That little thing underneath the box cars, I don't know if you noticed in the video, but that little black thing underneath the box car would kind of hit the tracks when it went over the 90-degree crossovers, and the cars would kind of bounce a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that in the video. So just, that's one little annoyance with the box cars, is that little, you know, that valve that sticks out underneath and kind of binds on the tracks. And then also, you know, these cars, they are inexpensive, but if you're like me, I don't live anywhere near Menards, so I have to order all my cars. I have the Menards app on my phone, and I can order all the Menards items through there. But what they do have, they have not only a shipping charge, but they have a processing charge. So you end up paying a lot of extra money for the whole order for these cars. I think I paid like a little over $100 for 5 of these cars, but with all the processing and shipping fees and tax, I ended up paying almost $150 worth for when it was all said and done. So just be aware of that if you're going to order Menards online. There's that processing fee, and of course, if you live near Menards, you're lucky because you don't have to pay that processing fee. You can just go into a store and, you know, you can get them right locally in the store. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you next time.